Okay, um, I'm making this video to tell you how God changed my life. It's about depression and cutting, so if you don't want to watch it, I'm not going to get offended. I get it, but I just thought that I should share it with y'all. So, my story begins when I was 13. I started going to this church, and I started hanging around people that weren't necessarily good for me to hang around. They were bad influences. And so I started hanging around them, and I was sexually harassed at that church. So it made me feel really low on myself, and so I got really depressed. One of them actually told me that I wasn't good for anyone or anything. So I started getting really depressed and down, and I started cutting. And then one Sunday morning, I went to church, and it was Easter. So we went to church, and as I was listening to them sing, they brought out a basketball player who rapped about his love for God. And I had never seen that before. I just thought, oh, well, rap is just, all about cussing, drugs, sex, all that. But no, it's not. So after church, I told my mom, I said, can you take me to the store, because I want to see if they have like a Christian rap CD. So we went to the store, and I looked through every CD until I found a Christian rap CD. So I found Lecrae. I found Lecrae's album, and so I listened to it, and it was just changing. It just changed my life for the better. So, and then I met this guy over Instagram, and he also liked Lecrae. So we started talking, and eventually he became a boyfriend. But come summer, we broke up, and I was really upset about it. But I got over it, and a few months later, I wasn't necessarily over depression or cutting. So March of 2015, I started talking to this guy. We talked from February to March, and March 15th, he asked me out. So I was like, yeah. And we went out, we dated. Everything seemed perfect, right? No. I mean, I really liked him. Things were okay in the beginning, but at the end, he got really mean. He started being really mean to me, and him and his friends started being mean to me too, which made me really down. And I still struggled with depression and cutting because of that. And I know that I'm stronger than that. But here's where God comes in. I thought everything was just ending right now. I thought everything was just going to end because I didn't know how much more I could take. But something was telling me, pray. Just pray. Just pray. So I got down on my knees, and I started praying. I was like, God, forgive me for everything that I did. I am sorry. I'm sorry, God. I should have listened to you. I should have listened. He wasn't the one for me, and I didn't listen to you. I'm sorry, God. And I was just saying sorry over and over, and I was so ashamed because I didn't know who I had become. I stopped listening to Christian rap. I stopped being the good Christian girl that I am. And God saved me. God saved my life. And if any of you are struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts or cutting, then that's not the way out. Let me just tell you, that is not the way out. God is the way out, and you are not alone in this. If you are thinking about suicide, go to somebody, talk to them. Don't do it because you're beautiful, and I know that you are stronger than that. I know you are. And one of my favorite quotes is by Lecrae. It says, if you live for their acceptance, you'll die from their rejection. Like, you're trying to get accepted by everyone else, but in the end, you'll die from their rejection. And I sunk down so low to that level that I couldn't take it anymore. It was like I was hanging on by a rope, and the devil was trying to pull me down, but God was trying to pull me up. And I was struggling between good and bad at the same time. And I was struggling between whether giving up or just giving up or seeing how much more I could take. But I know that I can take it because I'm stronger than that. I know I am. And I have God. Just, if any of you are struggling with depression or any of that, then go to somebody. Don't just keep it in, because that's the worst thing that you can do. And God is there for you. One of my favorite Bible verses is Philippians, and it says, I can do anything through Christ that strengthens me, which is true, because I can do anything through Christ, and He gives me the strength to stand up to what I am going through, and I know that I can defeat that. God was there for me when no one else was. God was there for me when I had nobody, and I didn't have anybody. I had my mom. She's my best friend, and I can talk to her about anything, and I love her. Me and my mom have never cried so many tears together, and I'm hurting right now. I am, but I'm getting through it. I'm getting stronger each day. So, if any of you need to talk to anybody, talk to God, because He's always there to listen, and He's always there for you no matter what. Well, I just wanted to tell my story of how God saved me, and I don't do this for sympathy or to get people to feel sorry for me, because I don't want that. I don't want any of that. If I had just had 1 ounce of hope, then it would have made me feel so much better. It would have made me stronger. I'm making this video to inspire people to stand up for what they believe in, because they're stronger than that. And I don't ever want anyone to feel like I did, because it was an awful feeling. And I know what it feels like to be depressed. I know what it feels like for people to hate on you and stuff like that. It's not a good feeling. So I'm not making this video for sympathy at all. I just want people to be inspired by this video. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a really good day. Remember, stay strong, because you're better than that, and you're beautiful.